Shepard, I saw those Cerberus troops on you. I thought you were done for.
Bailey, what are you doing here?
Getting my ass shot off trying to retake headquarters. Cerberus took it in the first push. We gotta kick them out of there. Everyone in C-Sec's flying blind without the network.
How bad's the situation? Do you know if the counselors are alive?
They split up. I'll know more if I can access the terminal inside.
Can you get us in?
I'll get the door. If no one interrupts me with a bullet this time. Here we go. CSAT network access, courtesy of Cerberus.
How's that gonna help?
Cerberus has control of the main channels, but I can set up a new one. Without it, our people have no plan and no chance. Hello.
What have you got?
A warning from Counselor Valern. He's supposed to be here meeting with the Executor. Be on guard. The likelihood of betrayal from within is high. Not a lot else. But if he's inside...
Why would the Counselor be meeting with the Executor?
Usually it means someone big's about to be prosecuted. I guess that someone had Cerberus friends.
The counselor mentioned Udina. But that's insane. Does he even have this kind of pull?
Well, you know who'd have the answer to that? The Counselor.
One Counselor's better than zero. Where am I headed?
He could be in the Executor's office. It's a fairly defensible position.
I'm on it.
Just a sec. There. Now we can talk by Omnitool. Go.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Mass Effect.
Thane, did you hear all that?
Yes. I'm nearing the building, but running is difficult. I'll try to get to you.
In the last episode we came here to find that Cerberus has launched an attack on the Citadel. Very, very bold of them. Oh my god, right. My allies are just the worst when it comes to blowing my cover. I mean, that's why one of the reasons I think that I don't use Tactical Cloak a great deal, because you really have to be... I feel like you have to be lucky for it to even fire off successfully. God, it's much harder to hit them through the mail slot when you've not got the time dilation effect, really. Fortunately, you can just kind of leather them and it works too. Let's take out that generator, because that's really annoying. Oh, that stunned someone as well. Wonderful. But yes, there you'll have had a bit of a better look at the weird glitch that happens with the death mask. Cannot tell you why this is, but if you have the death mask on and the option to have Shepard's helmet off during cutscenes, for whatever reason, two things happen. Firstly, Shepard's lips are pulled forward in some kind of weird fish face expression, and also Shepard's eyes, well, her eyelids get the same texture as her eyes, so it looks like she's got like constant wide open like googly eyes, and it's deeply funny to me. And maybe, yes, okay, maybe I should have saved it for a slightly less serious mission, and perhaps it will damage your suspension of disbelief and your immersion in some of the later stuff in this mission. But that's a price I'm willing to pay, because it's deeply funny to me.
They were dug in.
I can see more through the cameras. They're all over the station.
Message from Commander Bailey. Cerberus attack in progress. All hands on deck. Thanks for that. We also got an assault rifle piercing mod, and we have got a C-Sec corpse here.
Entry wounds in the back of the head. Looks like a surprise, not an execution. We've got hardcore traitors here.
Same as Mars. Cerberus likes their sleeper agents.
So, after you've finished the fight here, which we have, you have one of these make sure you've finished the fight doors. So, I think I am actually already noticing the difference in combat difficulty, that I'm having to not think a massive deal, but just a little bit more. But these are obviously only like enemies that we're used to anyway, so I'm gonna piss against the... Actually, I'll try and... There we go. I only realised at the last moment that was a Guardian. Right. Okay, so he was kind of highlighted through the smoke there. Okay, that's something, actually, you know? That is better than not having that scope. I think I'd probably rather have the concentration model, things considered, but, you know, at least now we know. But yeah, like, we don't need to fighting normal enemies here, so I'll see how the difficulty is when I'm actually against, you know, like, boss-level enemies. But at least for now, it'll just make it a little bit more shit-ass. A little bit more of a challenge for me, rather than just rinsing through endless enemies. This is why I put the bloody thing on this. Ooh, sounded like Edie got fucking rinsed up there. Oh, they put a turret up there. That's a combat engineer, and I heard the sounds of a heavy machine gun, so I suspect I know exactly how that played out up there. Let's go over here. That wasn't particularly helpful. Right, if there is a thing, I'll hack it quickly. Yep, there is. I saw it. Wonderful. While that's hacked, just bring Edie back. And then let's kill the turret. I don't know why I expected that to work, but it actually did surprisingly well. It's weird using a sniper without bringing the scope up, but there you go. Right, now we've got a few useful things here. Under this screen here, we've got the recon hood, a little bit of armor for us, and then we can explore the bog. So we have got a corpse.
Cerberus. Didn't even drag him out into the hall.
And apparently one of the... Oh, there's a locker. I thought it was a urinal. But either way, it's got 6 grand in it, which isn't bad. And this interesting experience. The M79 Revenant. I will equip that for now. I'm actually not going to use it right away because of the weapons bench up ahead, and this thing kind of needs modifications to be usable. It's great fun, don't get me wrong, but it does need some tweaks, to say the least. So over here is a combat engineer, so I'm going to go up and knife him in the back. Wonderful. Oh, did he survive that? Oh, he shouldn't have survived that. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, that was awful. He was just kind of like dancing as I killed him. Let's grab an extended barrel, which is quite nice, and a weapons bench. So, the Revenant has the highest rate of fire and highest clip capacity of any weapon in the game, full stop, but especially of any sniper rifle. The trade-off for this is its handling is god-awful, that it's just like, it's like you've imagined from basically holding a light machine gun, that you need, this is why I bought, in the last episode, the 3rd level of stability damper. The magazine upgrade I guess I'll have because it's hilarious for this thing, and I'll keep the Raptor as is. I will put one of them on Garrus as well. Garrus isn't great with it, but he's not terrible either. Right, let's just mod this and then we'll be on our way. So, let's put ammo things on properly and set up. And with that, we can be on our way, he says, having not done the thing I actually came here to do, which is turn on this elevator door panel. Which gives us access to the elevator, which is what we actually needed to do to progress there.
Any survivors in there?
None yet.
Damn it, keep looking.
So, the Revenant was actually in Mass Effect 2, but it was almost impossible to come across. Do you remember when you're on, like, the Collector ship? There is... Oh, by the way, I'm just going to be gathering a load of weapon mods here, so be aware of that. But yeah, do you remember on the Collector ship, there is a... I'll read this briefly. Oh, this is just stuff about what's going on in here. That's not particularly interesting. On the Collector ship, you got like a weapon upgrade. If you were a soldier class, and only a soldier class, you could get this weapon upgrade, which is the Revenant. Otherwise, so only soldiers could take it there. Otherwise, no one else ever got access to it. Apart from the Yarg that was the Shadow Broker has one, so that might give you an idea of what they looks like. Hornet is a really interesting weapon, to the point where I'm actually going to slap it on for ED. The Hornet is an SMG, but it fires in very short bursts, and it fires really far. It's got a really fast fire rate, and it's got a really good range for an SMG. It's almost like a little close to the kind of sniper end of things. It's very accurate, so it's actually quite handy for ED to have. In this room over here, then, we have 2 things here. We have a bit of armor, the Citadel helmet, and we have a pistol high caliber barrel. Wonderful. Then we have got some more stuff here. There's no enemies here, by the way. There's just a load of crap to gather, so that's why I'm doing this. Here you'll notice there is door control. And then you look and you say, hey, but that door's still on the piss. What did that door control open then? This is surprisingly easy to miss, and worth keep not missing, because it's really good. This here is... Well, we'll read a report about it first. I brought up number whatever from evidence so you can see for yourself. We caught the slag who was disassembling it in one of Tower 110's bathrooms. He got it past the detector in pieces. Metal barrel in a hollowed out Omni tool, Ezo in one of those Scythian toothbrushes. The rest was plastic or ceramic. No gang ink on him. He was in a sport coat like most of the male employees of Tower 110. His ID was manufactured. He's got a record that dates back to when his med card was issued, and before that, nothing. This is all way beyond coincidence. This is a pro assassin, and he's not alone. We've got people smuggling talons all over the station. Patrol knows it, organised crime knows it, everybody knows it. But when you try to talk to the Major, you hit a steel wall. Where's Infernal Affairs when you need him? Why can't we get them to an investigation on customs? You would not get away with this blind eye business if this were LA or Hong Kong. The Major says he's not going to screw over good police because one nut with a pistol. But it wasn't just one. Ask the Executor this. If this is the stuff we're catching, what's slipping by? And indeed, here is the Talon. This is a really interesting weapon, and I'm not going to put it on Edie because it's awful for her. The Talon is essentially a shotgun in pistol form that unleashes like a weapon blast, and it's horrifically powerful, but you can only be using incredibly close range. If you put it on AI, they have a tendency to try and get into the range they require to use it effectively, and squishy AI like Edie get absolutely rinsed from it, so not worth it, but I'll show it off in an episode or two. There's also some cash there, and we basically just done gathering things for now.
Sure we have to do that with everything we never got. Command orders. It stopped being useful.
Wow, that was there, the person who helped Cerberus break into the station, one of them, the insiders, who just, as soon as they're no longer useful, get killed. That's Cerberus for you. Well, where did the other dude go? Where did my dude go? Good lord. But yeah, there's a lot of gathering of stuff initially, but then there's basically no upgrades for almost the entire rest of the mission, so we can kind of focus on that. I kind of prefer it when they do that anyway.
Gotta be close now.
Yeah, there's a stairwell further on. Executive office is right above it.
So, let's test out the Revenant against these guys. We'll wait for them to hop down, and then we'll see. That was a full clip from the Revenant. It's kind of hard to use because, as you can see, yeah, you basically have to expose yourself to use it. It doesn't do a lot of damage and is pretty low on the old accuracy. And fun fact, using the left stick to zoom in there does absolutely fuck all to improve its accuracy, so you may as well actually not bother with that. But it can absolutely pepper an area with shots, and if you combine it with some power usage, it's certainly a lot of fun. There's 90 shots and a 406 in reserve is fantastic. With that, I think we're... Aha, perfect, level up, wonderful. So I'm going to give myself fitness, level 6, melee synergy. No, that shit, I rarely use melee. There we go, health and shield bonuses up at 25%. Now I've cracked up the difficulty, that'll be pretty damn handy.
Bailey, looks like they got the Executor and 2 Solarian bodyguards.
Damn, alright, keep searching. If you don't see the counselor's body, don't count him out yet.
Found him. He looks unharmed.
Get him somewhere safe.
Don't even think about it.
Shepard, he's going to kill us all.
That remains to be seen.
I mean, Utina, he's staging a coup. He's got the other counselors now to hand over to Cerberus.
3-on-1, pal. It's over.
No. No, it's fun.
How bad is it?
I have time. Catch him.
Shepard, what's going on up there?
Thane needs medical help, fast. And I need to take care of an assassin.
He must be going after the rest of the council.
Get the word out. Udina's trying to seize power. I've got to get to the counselors.
They're being taken to a shuttle pad on the Presidium. Start driving. I'll try to raise them on the comm. I've got a fix on the council's position. I'm sending it to your car.
Good work, Bailey. We're almost there.
Shepard, my instruments say your car's stopped.
I'm on foot now. Any luck contacting the council?
Negative, their guards are dead. But we've still got vital signs on the council's transponders.
Where are they going?
The shuttle pad above Shelmar Plaza. Udina's with if he can get them in range of that assassin, this is all over.
On my way.
So, there's a lot to digest there and a lot still going on here. We actually just briefly there got introduced to a new Cerberus unit, which is the Phantom. They're an up-close melee unit, and in fact they do fight quite a lot like the Assassin we just saw, which is probably by design. There are also Nemesis, which are these long-range ones, which are problematic because of their shield breaker shot. They have a move they can do which is incredibly infuriating, where they fire one shot which is guaranteed to take your shields down wherever you are. The only protection against it is that you see it coming in that kind of big red line. Beyond that, it's very tough to dodge, and as such can be a huge bugger. So get used to seeing Nemesis and Phantoms around a lot. We'll probably hold it here for now. The only thing I will say is, talking about that last scene briefly, that only happens if Thane survived the suicide mission in Mass Effect 2, and if you spoke to him in the hospital before you went to Tuchanka. If you didn't do that at all, it's actually Major Kirrahe there. The scene plays out basically just the same. If Major Kirrahe is also not here because she fucked up in Mass Effect 1, then very different things happen, and I'll talk about that more at the end of the mission. But for now, we're going to hold it here. Next episode, we're going to be chasing down the Cerberus Assassin. Thank you very much, and good day.